opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you want to do.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
So here's Ka'imi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to pass. First play is Prescott.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lane.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 29 yards.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Stroud looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 79 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He got 29 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
7-7, our score after 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Singletary again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Cowboys 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for the Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Boy,
he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Flush to his right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We're going to 54. Why here? Hey, we're going to kill. Hey, kill.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd and 12. Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Going right back to Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Stroud, escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Desmond King picks him. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is pacing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott. The short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each.
There he goes, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
That's good for our Cowboys.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
47. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Here's Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott to throw it. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First and 10, it's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys! He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Stroud, flush to his right. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Stroud looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 30 yards. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all three timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
Yeah, I know you're... And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Collins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here goes Stroud again. On the move to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
1st down, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 38 yards. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on fourth. They give it off here to the tight end. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a first down throw, Watson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the
in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games. We playing for keeps. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys
and themselves.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Flushed it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's dumped off to Poe. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. That is caught. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 52 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd down, Pollard again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And now the rookie's free. Look at the big man rumble. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd down, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Touchdown! Will Schoonmaker, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. In motion goes the tight end. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Go to 54, go to 54, why ain't? Go to 54, why ain't?
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of 26 yards. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Prescott off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Dak. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And some space here. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pollard one more time. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Prescott steps away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Aubrey now for the point after. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Aubrey now for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Dak. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson.